Hello and welcome to traders and investors. I'm glad to present you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. The test of 1.0935 on Wednesday afternoon, coinciding with the significant decline of the Marlin oscillator from zero, limited the downward potential of the pair. Meanwhile, buying on the rebound from the 1.0903 led to price movement of around 20 pips. For long positions, buy euro when the quote reached 1.0912 and take profit at the price of 1.0943. The upward movement will continue if inflation data in Germany exceeds expectations. However, when buying, make sure that the MACD line is above zero, or it rises from it. Euro can also be bought after two consecutive price tests of 1.0885. But the MACD line should be in an oversold area this time, as only by that will the market reverse to 1.0912 and 1.0943. For short positions, sell euro when the quote reached 1.0885 and take profit at the price of 1.0853. Pressure will increase if market players ignore good statistics from the Eurozone. However, when selling, traders should make sure that the MACD line is below zero or is starting to move down from it. Euro can also be sold after two consecutive price tests of 1.0912. But the MACD line should be in an overbought area this time, as only by that will the market reverse to 1.0885 and 1.0853. Pivot point as a lifestyle. Evangelos Paulakis with GBP USD pair focused. After retesting the zone of influence of the monthly level 1.2760, the bears resumed the decline, closing the previous day below the daily support of 1.2641. The next important level on the path of the bears is 1.2577. Daily medium-term trend plus weekly short-term trend. Breaking beyond the mentioned boundaries can strengthen the winner's sentiment and bring about new prospects. The main advantage on the lower timeframes currently belongs to the bears. Their reference points are the supports of the classic pivot points 1.2574, 1.2516 and 1.2428, and the target for breaking the H4 cloud 1.2521 and 1.2485. Today, the key levels 1.2662, central pivot point of the day, and 1.2711, weekly long-term trend, serve as a resistance. Establishing a foothold above them will change the current balance of power and open the way to intraday targets of 1.2720, 1.2808, and 1.2866, resistance of the classic pivot points. More details on GBP USD by Petar Yakimowicz. Let's have a look. GBP USD has been trading downside yesterday, and we found breakout of the rising trend line, which is good sign for the further downside movement. Due to the breakout of the rising trend line and a strong downside momentum, Petar sees potential for the further drop after the upside correction. Downside objective is set at the price of 1.2500. MACD oscillator is showing strong downside reading, which is good confirmation for the further downside movement. Short-term resistance is set at the price of 1.2690. Gold, sweet gold. We've got a trading plan for this commodity asset presented by Dimitrios Tsapas. Early in the European session, gold is trading around 1912 and around the 61% Fibonacci. Since February 28, when it made the low of 1804, until May 4, when it reached the high of 2077, the price has corrected to 61% Fibonacci, 1906, and this could be a level of a resumption of the bullish trend for the medium term. The Fibonacci indicator could be given a signal of a possible technical rebound in gold in the short term. This could happen only if gold consolidates above the psychological level of 1900 and above the 61% Fibonacci around 1906. On the daily chart, we can see that gold formed two downtrend channels. The first on May 5 and the second on May 25. Yesterday, in the American session, gold reached the bottom of the secondary bearish channel, forming a low at 1902. In the next few hours, gold is expected to bounce around 1900 and can consolidate above the daily pivot point located at 1910. If gold rises and trades above both levels, a recovery could occur towards 7-8 Muri level, located at 1937, and could even reach the 21 SMA, located at 1942. In case gold falls below 1900, we could expect a bearish acceleration, and it could reach the 200 EMA, located at 1880, and could even reach 6-8 Muri around 1865. If this scenario comes true, we could see this level as a zone of strong technical support. Thus, we could take it as an opportunity to buy gold in the short term, with targets around 1942. In the chart, we can see that gold left a gap on March 10, around 1867. This level could be seen as a signal for a fall in gold, and the price could cover this gap in case it trades below 1880. Our trading plan for the next few days is to wait for gold to consolidate above the psychological level of 1900. To buy with targets at 1937.78 EUR level and 1943. In case we see gold trading around 1875, it could be seen as an opportunity to buy, as strong monthly support is clustered around the level. Since June 20, the Eagle indicator has reached an extremely oversold area. Hence, a sustained recovery of gold is likely to occur in the coming days. Potential bearish downside movement presented by Petr Jakimovic, gold commodity asset. Gold has been trading downside yesterday, and we found breakout of the triangle pattern in the background, which is good sign for the further downside movement. Due to the breakout of the triangle pattern in the background and strong downside momentum, Petr sees potential for the further drop towards lower references. Downside objectives are set at the price of 1861 and 1812. MACD oscillator is showing strong downside reading, which is good confirmation for the further downside movement. Short-term resistance is set at the price of 1925. And finally, here's Laurie Bailey with AUD/USD pair forecast. Yesterday, the Australian dollar accomplished a huge task, and today it may take a short break. The Aussie surpassed the target range of 0.6654-6644, and the MACD line indicator on the daily chart. From a technical perspective, the price has stalled at the indicator line and may undergo a small consolidation before further advancing towards 0.6567, the low of March 10. Breaking below the support opens up the target range of 0.6523-6510. The price and Marlin have formed a convergence on the 4-hour timeframe chart. The standard correction range is set at 0.6644-0.6654. If the AUD surpasses the resistance level, the price may rise to the consolidation range of 0.6668-6688 on May 23-26. If the price remains below yesterday's low, it will allow the price to aim for 0.6567 and initiate a correction from that level. The slope of the convergence on the oscillator will become more gradual. That's all for today. See you online soon and good luck.